welcome to this Sunday's garden video. I think, is that a magpie going 90 out the back? Yeah, I put birds seed out, so they're like... I was swanning off this weekend. If you saw Thursday's video, you would have seen that I was at Chelsea. It was amazing, and I got lots of garden inspiration. But then when I came home to my own garden, I was like, oh, I need to cut the grass, I need to tidy up. And also, it's like the last of the spring bulbs just lost their heads, and it's like the changing into summer, almost like early summer. So before I left, I did have some tulips, and then I come back, most of them kind of just deadheaded, and alliums are starting to wake up, and a couple of things in the borders. My hardy geraniums were starting to flower, so that was kind of nice to see. I think there was some rain while I was away and some wind. I'm gonna go straight into my potter around the garden this week. So it's a bit more of a clean and a tidy up, and getting ready for, yeah, just, I'm not getting ready for that, I'm just getting ready for summer, I suppose. But I had to just give it a little clean up. It wasn't Chelsea standard at all. Okay, my Crocs are on with the socks. Still rocking socks and Crocs. So I have some jobs to do. Also, sneaky peek of that wall. That's going to be this Thursday's video. It's already edited, scheduled, ready to go. There's your sneaky peek. You'll see more of that on Thursday. So what I have to do is just a tidy up. So I'm at that changeover where the last of the tulips are dying off, so I need to swap over the buckets. It's due to rain tomorrow, so what I'm going to do today is just cut the grass. It's not too bad, but you know me, I'm obsessed with cutting the grass. And then I don't even mind if it's raining tomorrow to like change up. Also, the kids obviously across the like wall, I've got 2 footballs that I have inherited. So I must I might actually leave them for my nephew, or I could be a good neighbour and throw them over the wall. So dahlias, between the spring onions, I have loads of growth in the dahlias. So when this bed shoots up in like hopefully end of June, July time, I'll have loads of dahlias. I have loads of sunflowers, and these are the beds that I need to tidy up. So as you can see, what is yellow is the tulips. They bloomed earlier, so these tulips bloomed around March time, and these ones that were in here bloomed around May. They were really late. It was great actually. But as you can see, I have at the moment just some of these guys in it, and what I'll do is I'll cut back any of the yellow tulips. I'm going to leave the tulips in here for now, but I'm just going to deadhead them, and I'm just going to tidy everything up. And then the buckets that are here, like look at this bucket, she be dead. And the thing is, with like that was stunning in like 2 videos ago, and now it's dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this and hide it down that laneway. And all of these are dahlias. A couple of these dahlias, they're after growing really quickly, but I see some slugs. The old hedgehog is too busy riding the other hedgehog than eating the slugs. So I'm going to rearrange all of these pots. This is a summer pot as well, so I can replace that for that one. This can hide down there, and then I can just deadhead it. The hydrangeas can all come out. The dahlias can replace these buckets as well. Like you can see, they just need kind of some like deadheading. So my plan is move the old buckets down the laneway, so you just kind of see the foliage, and then I can just cut them back and then replace them with the dahlias. I'll have hydrangea. I need to pot up, that's a bit of bamboo, but it's not in the pot. Oh, also, I don't know if you can see, did he fly away? Can you see the little teacup bird feeder that I made? A couple of them, and there's some seed in it, and the birds are like darting in and out. It's like giving me joy. But I made that one with a chain and a drill, so I drilled through them. So let me know if you would like a video on how to make them. Also in the pond, do you remember I was saying I thought pond lily was dead? I have things in my pond now. They're not frogs, but actually if I zoom in on this leaf, I don't know if you can see the movement in the pond. I think they look like tadpoles, but they're not tadpoles. I think they're water fleas. But can you see, let me try and get my camera, this here is the pond lily, and it's starting to come up, and it's grown a lot like in the past week. And also, I don't know if you can see just around the base of the flowers or the grasses, there's the oxygenating plants. So I need to do more work on this, but I just thought I'd share some progress. Plan for this is more rocks and stuff to go around, more pond plants, and make it a bit more, give it a bit more coverage. But yeah, lots of plants starting to grow. Hardy geraniums are starting. Lupins, no sign of blossom yet, but lots of foliage and height. Got some verbena, delphinium. Don't know what that one is. And then, yeah, I've got, this is a different variety. Some fennel. Yeah. Oh, strawberries are doing well as well. So what I'm going to do now, before the rain comes, is just tidy up, cut the grass, and then I'll cut the grass in the front as well. Okay, we are a bit tidier. I was doing a bit of a plant exchange. My neighbour has enough spring onions but gave me some like roses to put in a vase, and I was like, do you want some spring onions? They're like, no, we're fine. Now, tidy. One thing I need to do, all of a sudden, look at the potatoes. Oh my god. Now, because the foliage has gotten so big on the potatoes, the rainwater is obviously like not getting in. Now, while I was in London, it did rain, and there is like there is moisture. Oh no, girl, we bone dry. We gotta save the potatoes. There's a bit of moisture in the middle, but the top is getting dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to feed and water the 6 bags, but I'm gonna give them like a good drench. Yeah, look, the top is going dry, but when I put my finger in, yeah. So I'm gonna drench these. Actually, like I have the watering can. I'm thinking if I give them 1 watering can per bag with feed, they'll be happy. What do you think, Blondie? But you can see my potatoes are starting to, hang on, let me see if that'll zoom. They're starting to flower, so we have some buds on top. So I think what happens is they flower, then they die back, and when they die back, we've got a harvest. So also, here is, look at the roses. My neighbour has the nicest rose bush, and I might look up about how to take rose cuttings. These smell amazing. Like, look at them. There's a couple of buds on them. I've just put them into water really quickly, because I know with cut flowers from the garden, they say to put them in water straight away, and I think they say to keep them in a dark place for like the first day, but it's evening time, so I think I'll just leave them in the vase overnight with lots of fresh water, and then tomorrow I can just cut them and just take away any like dead heads and put them properly into the vase. But like, how pretty are they? My neighbour's so nice for giving them to me, because I always admire the rose bush, and they're scented as well. They're so nice. So my mission is feed the potatoes, and I also need to water some of the pelargoniums in the greenhouse as well. Blondie, we have a busy evening. sorry, that's the wind you can hear in the background. I'm gonna insert a little, like a reel that I had put on Instagram I think last week, because I had a couple of people asking me what does the greenhouse look like at night time, because they could spot some fairy lights. I actually still have my Christmas lights up and I just left them. I used to turn them on in like January, February to brighten up the evening, but at the moment in Ireland, sure, it does be like 10 o'clock by the time it's getting dark now, so I don't put them on. But in the greenhouse, I obviously have electricity in the greenhouse, and I have the festoon lights, is that what they're called? If I find a link to the ones I got them on Amazon. They're not glass, they're plastic things, so if they fall they won't smash as easy. But yeah, that's how the greenhouse is looking at night time. It's very cozy, and I always forget to kind of use the garden in the evening, because you kind of, as soon as the sun goes down, you just go inside. But I'm like, no, actually, when I like in the evenings when you throw on just a jumper and just potter around the garden and take the slugs off the plants. My hedgehog is not doing its job. My hedgehog is too busy chasing the other hedgehogs because my dahlias are getting chomped. So I need to do something about that. The hosta is looking alright though, but that won't be long before the slugs find it. That's it for this Sunday's garden video. I'll pop a card to my other kind of Sunday garden videos if you want to check out even last week's. I think next week I need to do some jobs in the pond. Delighted to see pond lily has come back because I just sunk it to the end. And I was like, but it's come back. Yeah, I need to kind of tackle that side. I think I want to look for maybe a second-hand container, because I've loads of strawberries in terracotta pots that are drying out quite quickly. And I think they'd perform better if I gave them a bigger kind of container. So there's a couple of things that I kind of want to do. And I also have some seedlings in the greenhouse that can probably come out now and go into their border. So yeah, let me know, what have you gotten up to in your garden this week? How's it looking? Are your spring bulbs like done now? Were they done a long time ago? I did have tulips quite late into the season, and I think it's because some of the buckets I planted in December, so maybe planting them that bit later, and the other ones I planted like in October. And then obviously the light positioning, one of the borders flowered before the other because it was getting more sun with the changing of the light. So yeah, how is your gardening going? And something I've noticed as well, some people who are saying all like through winter about, you know, snow and stuff, a couple of people saying they go from like snow to like really hot weather, and I'm like, I don't know how you garden. It's like one extreme to the other, but I hope you're getting on well. And yeah, let me know in the comments, what are you getting up to in the garden this time of year? That's me for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.